All right, so let's go through another example of when we have to take the derivative of a function that involves like multiplying and square rooting. These are the ones that, again, my students tend to struggle with at first. So let's see what we got. So what I usually will recommend is to make sure you can see like the function into like different pieces. In this case, we have like a product. Let's call this f, and let's call this 1g. So if we want to take the derivative of f times g, if you remember the product rule, this will just be the derivative of f times g plus the derivative of g times f. So in this case, our dy dx will be, let's keep the 1/2 remember, as 1/2 because that's just a coefficient. So we first take the derivative of x squared, which will be 2x. And we multiply it by this. So we don't change that. Keep that square root the same. The square root of 16 minus x squared. Now we're going to add this. Let's keep the 1/2 on the outside of this group. We're going to add our f. So we're going to rewrite just x squared times the derivative of g. This is where some students will usually get a little confused. So let's look at this as a power. The square root, remember, is the same as raising something to the 1/2 power. So this is the same as 16 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. So then you can see you have an outside function, which is the power here. You're going to do the power rule, multiply by 1/2, decrease the power, and then you're going to multiply by this whole thing on the inside. So for example, we're going to have that times 1/2 times 16 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. And then we multiply by the derivative of the inside here, of the derivative of 16 minus x squared, which is just going to be negative 2x. And then we just have to do some algebra, make it look all nice, but the calculus is done. So let's see what we have here. So we have 1/2 times 2x square root of 16 minus x squared. So this 1/2 and this 2 will cancel. And then we're going to have a minus. We have a plus and a minus there. So minus, and this is going to be in the denominator. So this will be 16 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. And then on top, we have x squared times x. So we have x cubed on top. And then we can maybe distribute this to each of those. So we'll have x times the square root of 16 minus x squared over 1. And if you want to combine them, if you want to go further, just practice your math. We're going to have a common denominator of 16 minus x squared to the 1/2. 16 minus x squared, the 1/2 on top here, over 16 minus x squared, the 1/2 there, minus x cubed over 16 minus x squared to the 1/2. Oh, and this 1/2 gets distributed to this. It'll be 1, well, that 1 doesn't really matter, 1 over 2 times that. Oh, and then that means we have to multiply this by 2 over 2. Not a problem, not a problem. So we just have 2 over 2 like that. Okay, so let's see what we got. 2x, and we have 16 minus x squared to the 1/2 power times 16 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. So that makes 16 minus x squared minus x cubed on top all over at 2 times 16 minus x squared to the 1/2. One more step maybe just to clean it up. Distributing the 2x. So we'll have 32x minus 2x cubed minus x cubed, so minus 3x cubed over 2 times 16 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. And there you go. And you may not have to even go this far in simplifying your answer, but just do the math. All right, so I hope that helps. See you guys in the next video.